All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Rise Zion. Welcome to Painting in the Evening. Oh, my hair's kind of crazy today. Oh, boy. Okay, how is everybody doing? I see everybody in the chats already. Oh, my goodness. We've already got like so many different chats. Dustwave has joined us. Becky has joined us. Oh, it's just Becky and Dustwave at the moment. I thought there was a lot more chats. I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening. I hope everybody's doing well. Yes, let me see if we got everything going the way that we need to. Can everybody hear me okay? Hello, Captain Scotty. Scotty has joined us. All right. Well, today, you guys, I'm going to assume that you guys can hear me at the moment. We are starting with a brand new, fresh canvas. And I did not realize this, but this canvas is absolutely enormous compared to our other canvas size. Okay, so it sounds like people can hear me. Oh, good. Okay, Dustwave can hear me. Captain Scotty can hear me. Excellent. Here is the size of the canvas. Okay, so this is enormous compared to our other canvas size. It's so big that I have to make sure that my camera is actually there, perfectly horizontal there, or like perfectly perpendicular. All right, so yeah, you can see how large this canvas size is. I'm in the frame because you guys are, I put the camera back further than what it was before, but this canvas size is like, what is this size? Let me check to see what size this canvas is. Ugh. I have this just for this sort of an occasion. Okay, so this is a, yeah. This is, oh, I'm doing it the wrong way. There we are. Oh, should do it this way though. This is a 36-inch canvas by a 24-inch canvas. And the old painting is only this size. This size canvas is 28 inches by 22 inches. So it's quite a bit, well, it's quite a bit taller than it. It's about the same width though, so that's kind of interesting. So yeah, I kind of thought that these canvases were the same size, but I was mistaken. So this is going to be exciting. We have a lot of room to make a huge figure of Captain Moroni on this canvas. And I have been doing some research. That's why I did not do a live stream yesterday, so I apologize for that. But yes, I was doing research and trying to figure out what I wanted Captain Moroni to look like. And as you know, I am partial to mezzo. So we're doing mezzo Captain Moroni. And I think that the reason why we're doing mezzo Captain Moroni is because I'm thinking that the Arnold Friedman one, I'm thinking that that is the Heartland Moroni, because he just has normal armor. So what we're going to do with this Captain Moroni is we're going to give him mezzo inspired armor, or what I mean by mezzo is Mesoamerican styled armor, inspired by inspired by Aztec and glyphs. And so that's what we're going to be doing. And it's going to be really exciting. He's going to have lots of feathers. There will possibly be jaguar heads involved. It will be quite an exciting thing. And also he will be having a lovely red flowing cape as well, I've decided. I've been doing a lot of research. I did look at, for example, the portrait of Napoleon Bonaparte riding a horse. Captain Moroni will not be riding a horse in this one. Although that would be super cool if we did. But No, Captain Moroni will not be on a horse this time. He will be holding the Standard of Liberty, I think. I think that that's what we should do. We're going to make it flowing. We're going to make it Renaissance style. We're going to make it very Baroque. And we're going to do it in the style of Caravaggio, one of my favorite um, Baroque style painters. So it's going to be very dramatic lighting. It's going to be chiaroscuro. So we're going to do this really. It's going to be interesting, you guys. So yes, but today what we're going to be doing is we are going to. I have my makeup brushes here. I bought these. These are actually makeup brushes, but they work just as well as painter's brushes. And they're nice and big and fluffy. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put the background first, and we're going to fill this whole canvas up with paint. And we're going to blend it using our makeup brushes, our fluffy makeup brushes. And the reason why I need these fluffy big brushes is because we're going to be using acrylic paint instead of oil paint. And acrylic paint dries really, really fast. So that's what we're going to do our background on. And then after we get done doing our acrylic background, then we're going to do the drawing on top of that background. I'm planning this painting out a little bit more concisely than I did with our other painting of Mary and Jesus at the tomb. So this one's going to be just a little bit different. And then we're going to come back in and then do oil painting on top of our acrylic. And you can do that. You can't do the reverse, however. You can't do an oil painting and then paint acrylic on top of it. And the reason why you can't do that is because oil floats on top of water. So that's why. It will create a horrible, horrible sticky mess if you try to paint with a water-based paint on top of oil paint. But you can do it the opposite. You can paint oil on top of water. So that's the rules. Them's the rules, people. How does that sound? All right. So yeah, we are going to. Oh, Charlene has joined us. Hello. How are you? She says, can't wait to watch the painting come forth. It will be exciting. Anel Piorola says, for you, when will Jesus come in this generation? Well, that is a good question. I think that it is generally sooner than most people think. That is the answer that I give people. I don't know exactly when it will happen, but my thoughts and feelings is that it will happen sooner rather than later. And we just got to keep on paying attention to what the prophets are telling us, and what they're telling us to do right now is to prepare right now for the second coming. So I think it could happen any day. And that's a really exciting thought, and I'm really happy for that. But yeah, we are in the process of doing this YouTube channel to help everybody prepare, and everybody to be positive and be excited for the second coming. We do these live streams in the evening so that you guys can ask me questions about whatever you guys would like, and we can just kind of chat, and I can paint at the same time, and we just have a fun time. You can ask me questions about whatever. Oh yes, and Dustwave has been creating music soundtrack for the Captain Moroni painting that we're going to be doing, so that we can play it in the background as I'm painting. So Dustwave, is that finished yet, or okay, it sounds like it's not quite finished yet. It looks like you have a couple more unique verses to write and then connect them all together. That's fascinating. Okay, that'll be fun. So we'll do that potentially next time. So that'll be fun to have as we're doing it. We can turn it down nice and quiet in the background so you can listen, and we can talk at the same time and just have a great experience. We're trying to get more people to join us on these live streams because the more the merrier, right? We typically have around 20 people concurrently watching. We'd like to raise that up because I can see already that we've had about 100 people click on our live stream, but then they left immediately. Only 20 people are remaining. So that's kind of interesting, right? But I think that if we get some music and we create a positive experience for people, then they'll stay. And with that, I better get started painting. So yeah, make sure before we start this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the actual live stream itself. I appreciate you all in the chat, but make sure to like and subscribe and stuff, and write in the comment section so that it helps the YouTube algorithm spread these important messages. So yeah, and the whole purpose why we're doing these, for those of you who are just joining us, is so that we have an opportunity to create something of value for you so that you can purchase these things, right, and help support the channel at the same time. We don't want to just ask you for donations, right? Although we do appreciate every time that you guys contribute in whatever ways that you want. We have members who are paying a monthly kind of subscription thing. They're helping to do that. So if you want, you can also consider becoming a member. There will be discounts on our store for people who become members. So that's another perk, I'm thinking. But yeah, we need to do our raffle as well. Every time I finish a painting, I'm going to be making posters so that you can buy them, but also there's going to be a raffle. Somebody who is a member of the channel will get a free poster size print. I'll announce the winnings in the live stream and on our social media, and it'll be very exciting to see who wins. So yeah. And Captain Scotty says, thank you so much for the channel. Helps me think about spiritual things. I'm so glad. That is definitely our goal. We want to help people, focus in on the Savior, focus in on preparing for the second coming. It's kind of the purpose of our channel. So, and we're just being positive, right? We want to eventually overtake John Delen's Mormon Stories podcast. So in order to do that, we need to reach 300,000 subscribers, and that will be a great milestone for our channel to help spread these messages as much as possible. Yes, and Dustwave says that he is interested, it sounds like, in putting the soundtrack on the website. We're trying to create a nice community for people, so we're going to put the soundtrack on the website so you can purchase it there as well. And then Dustwave will receive a commission from that, because that would be really nice for Dustwave if he could get paid for, for doing that for us. We'll probably we'll have to discuss the details of that, Dustwave, because I would like to perhaps do something to where we can, make sure that you get paid the right amount for that. That would be really cool too. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna the web page is under construction at the moment. The web page is risezion.org, so we officially have the risezion.org domain. So yeah, all right. So I have my roller. I have a fresh Tupperware. We're gonna get started with this background. I'm not sure what colors to use for the background at the moment. I'm thinking that we would like to do. This is going to be another kind of earthy toned painting. It's not going to be blue or greenish. It's going to be quite an earthy toned painting. Let me pull up some reference that I got off of online, and I can take a look at that and see what we want to do. I'm thinking we want to have some dramatic lighting too. So this is going to be interesting. It'll be very interesting to see how we're going to fit this Captain Moroni on this painting. It might be a little too tall, actually, the way that I'm planning on doing it. Well, maybe it won't be, because we're going to have the Standard of Liberty up there as well. So it needs to be pretty tall. So we have some space at the top. So that's good. Okay. Okay, I'm taking a look at my reference material. Yes, it's quite a dark. Yeah. I would very much like to have some clouds as well. I think that would be quite nice. Now, I think that what we should do is we should have kind of a sunset, because I want to kind of like, it's sort of like, this is a really serious scene, you guys. Like, the story of Captain Moroni it's sort of like a tell, in my opinion, of kind of a society in decline. It's kind of like a pre-post-apocalyptic kind of thing, you know. Um, but yeah, he managed to keep things together, right? Captain Moroni did. Um, I don't know. And there's several different Captain Moronis as well, but yeah, we're gonna do. I think we're gonna do a kind of a sunset scene here. Um, we're gonna roughly divide this into thirds. I might have to get some painter's tape. Huh, interesting. Yes, a lot of exciting stuff is happening. I'm really excited to get this web page up so that you guys can purchase your posters if you'd like. I'm getting some tape. So that we can paint this. Hopefully, I have good tape. I'm going to paint some. We're going to create a horizon and create a sort of sunset here, kind of symbolically representing the decline of civilization. But he holds it together, so that's the hopeful message here. Maybe this tape, I don't think this tape is actually good anymore, you guys. I think it's a little old. Oh, here's tape. I have tape right here. What am I doing? All right, so we're going to do it right across here. We're going to make sure it's level. That'd be bad if it wasn't level. Yeah, we're going to divide it roughly into thirds because the rule of thirds is important in art. Things look more aesthetically pleasing when they're in thirds. Okay. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I think that's pretty straight. I'm going to switch over here so you guys can see what's going on. Eve says Moroni may be derived from Hebrew, Egyptian, or Italian roots, with possible meanings including my Lord, my beloved, or from the mountain. That's interesting. I didn't know possibly Italian. That's very fascinating. Okay, so we're gonna do the sky. I need sort of a dark. I'm kind of changed my mind. I think I don't want uh, a brownish background. I want kind of a bluish background, and we can add some more brown if we want to. Because I love dark blue skies. Like it's almost a sunset scene. You know, it's like so you can almost see the stars, but not quite. It's just there's something so surreal about that. So we got blue. You can see the blue. I'm going to mix some blue. Has to be quite a lot of blue. And we're going to mix it with our raw sienna, I believe is what we want. And acrylic paint has a tendency to dry darker than what it looks like. So we're going to add some raw sienna. This is raw sienna. I keep it all in the condiment bottles. Make sure the lid gets sealed on there. And we're going to add just a little bit of red to give it kind of a purplish hue. Okay. So you guys can see what's going on. Okay. And we're going to come in here and I am going to take one of my knives, maybe. I can use a paintbrush as well. I'm just going to mix it. That's a very dusky color. It's almost like a dark, dark turquoise. Maybe I want just a little bit more blue in that. So I'm going to add some more blue. I'm going to add some more red, make it a little bit more purpley. Yes, and these paints are they're really good, expensive paints. I do not want them to dry out. Something a little more purple. Okay, so I'm thinking that this color, so this has to be, this is going to be like our mid-tone, I guess. And then of course, right next to near the bottom of this painting, it's going to be lighter because that's where the sun is, right? Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to add some, additionally, I'm going to add some of this clear, this is slow dry. This makes it so that the paint dries slower than it normally would. And that helps us so that we can blend the colors without worrying about it drying on us too quickly. Because this paint will seriously dry in about like 5 minutes if we let it. So this slow dry is going to help it dry slower. It's like a gel. Okay. All right, and I think that, oh no, our tape's coming off. Got to keep that tape on there where it's supposed to be. Okay, I don't think I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to just put some of this down here. Okay, and then I'm going to come in here with my roller. Ooh, it's messy. I'm just trying to roll this on here so it doesn't splatter paint everywhere. I need even more paint than this. And the trick is we just have to have fast application. I'm going to paint the edges real fast. That was something I didn't do on my other painting. I didn't paint the edges very good. I kind of figured that people can put it in a frame though if they want to buy it. And that's probably the best way to display it is on a frame. Okay. Move this out of the way just for a sec. We can get up here. Okay. Okay, we gotta hurry. We're running out of time. And make sure our paint is kind of applied smoothly. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna make some like darker up here and then lighter down here so that we can blend it together, right? So I have to hurry and mix the paints again. Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna come in here, just get more pure blue. Maybe just a hint of white down at the bottom. It's gonna be kind of a creamy, oh, there we go. My white's going all over the place. There, nozzle's clogged a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna mix this together real fast so you can see. The lighter color is gonna go on the bottom. Okay, I'm just gonna come in here and apply it with my paintbrush. Oh, my tape is moving again. Okay, make sure I get full coverage. Okay, make sure it's nice and smooth. We don't want any marks on it. We want to be completely smooth. We're blending it up into the darker gray color above it. Now, something else to keep in mind too is that I've already primed this canvas. Okay. Pretty good. We might have to do multiple layers of this. Okay, now we're gonna come in here. Oh, that's probably like way too much paint that I got here. We're gonna come in here though, and we're gonna add some black. I'm breaking my rule. I don't typically like to add black, but we're going to. We're gonna add black and raw sienna to the black to make it a little bit warmer black. Mixing all that together with our blue. Then I'm gonna put that on top. Ooh, we're making a mess. Because we gotta hurry though. No, I'm making a dripping mess everywhere. Okay. Trying to do like a vignette. Okay. Interesting. This might dry a lot darker than what we're expecting. We'll give it kind of like a dome appearance. Make it kind of surreal. Okay. Oh, Yeah, maybe I can just put some black down here too, because this is going to be the ground down here. So we don't want to waste our paint. So we can just quickly kind of fill it in. This is our ground. It's a very odd smell. My head in the way. You should put it from more to the side so you guys can see better. Okay, I gotta pick up the painting too and just quickly paint the bottom. Without touching the surface, I have to be careful. Okay, I think we got some pretty full coverage here. Hey, now I gotta, we'll have to remove the tape as well as soon as we get done blending this. Okay. I'm just gonna come in here with my fluffy makeup brush and we're gonna do our scumbling technique, but this time we're gonna do figure eights. Figure eight with the wrist action. Oh, we're already drying out. It's already tacky. Okay. I'm gonna come over here and rinse out my paintbrush. We might have to come back and do this again, guys, because the coverage is not as great as I had hoped. I can still see the canvas through the paint. So we're probably gonna have to add a little bit more. This tape is just not doing its job either. Okay, we can move this down. Okay. I'm just gonna toss this tape. It's not doing what it's supposed to do anyway. It won't matter too much if it's perfectly straight because we're going to add mountains and stuff too. Mm. Okay. Hopefully I'm not messing this up. Further. Okay. Where'd my brush go? Not sure where I put my brush. Oh, here. Found it. They were getting bald patches. It's supposed to happen. Let's maybe add some of this. Slow dry might help us to blend it without getting these dry patches. And then we're going to have to add like a I'm just adding that slow dry gel to it, the whole thing. Sometimes that's a nice way to just kind of smooth out everything and make it so it doesn't dry. What to do? I'm going to smooth it out. I'm going to use even brush strokes. All the way across. I'm going to try to avoid bald patches. Might have to do more than one layer. That's fine. If we have to do that, we'll come back and we'll add more color later. already got this insane bald patch here. Bald patches happen when you get your paint drying and then you try to blend it, and then it lifts up your paint because it's dry and tacky. It's a challenge to work with acrylic sometimes. But what we can do is we can just come in here. We can add, I guess, just pure blue paint now, because we're just trying to create like a gradation. Oh wow, made quite the mess already. Okay. I think what we should do is we should let it dry. And then add more color on top of it. Smoothing it out. Acrylic is so temperamental. Just does whatever it wants, really. Okay. Okay. Let this dry. Now maybe hold on just a sec. Keep changing my mind. I'm gonna go get my have a hair blow dryer. We can dry this paint super fast, and then we can add the next layer super fast as well, so that we're not sitting here waiting for paint to dry, literally. It's a fun tip. Maybe. Oh, yes, Bob Ross says that there are no mistakes, there are just happy accidents. I'm not so sure about that. I think there might be accidents. I think there might be mistakes. Yeah, I am. Okay, add some more paint. Oh, we got something in the paint. Oops. I did not mean to do that. That's why it's good to have the tape. Your tape will work. Okay. 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 All right. My concern is that if I leave it to dry like this, there's like places that I have thicker paint and places that don't have as thick of paint. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to dry it. I'm making it worse by working it. Okay. We'll go diagonally. Go the other diagonally. I don't want like weird brush strokes. I want this to be perfectly smooth. All right. Okay, I'm gonna get the dryer, blow dryer. You guys can hear me as I'm on. Blow dryers are so useful for artwork. One of the best tools that you can have as an artist is a blow dryer. The crown system is pretty busy, isn't it? I'm just touching it, and if I can feel that it's still cool, that means it's not dry yet. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm going to move this too so I don't accidentally splatter paint on our... splattering paint all over the place, and I don't want to get it on our finished painting. Echo. Stop. All right. And that was our alarm, so I have to finish this up for you guys before we end this live stream. All right, so we have to come back and we have to mix some more paint of the same color that we did last time. It's a good thing I remember. So a little bit of red, a little mostly blue, a little bit of red, and a little burnt sienna. Or raw sienna, sorry. You know, I don't know if I can. I think I might be able to turn off the crowns, you guys. Let me try that just for a sec. I don't understand really what it means anyway. Maybe I can turn it off. Turn it off. How do we turn it off? How do you get... Oh, okay. So apparently it's like a points-based system based on live chat messages and super chats and super stickers. But as far as I can tell, I can't turn it off at the moment. Uh-oh, did I ruin it? Okay. Yeah, I can't turn it off. I might be able to do it in the other settings, but and we've got to hurry and do this before our time runs out. So I'm putting some more of our slow dry in there. I'll try to figure out how to turn it off if you guys don't like it. I'm mixing plenty of paint so that we don't run out as we're doing this. Okay, let's add just a little bit more red. Yeah, if we have more people in the chat, maybe that would help it not appear every single chat. Well, that's probably too red. I put too much red in it, you guys. It turned pink. Need more blue. It's like on the Sleeping Beauty when the fairies are like fighting over what color her dress will be. We're like, make it red, make it pink, make it blue. And too much color. I think that's about right. Well, that's still too purple. And a lot more blue. Okay, that's probably good. All right. So basically we're just gonna paint right, oh, it's still pretty purple. Yeah, it's really purple. Mm. Yes, Merryweather. Merryweather and what are the fairies' names? Maybe this color is a little bit better anyway. This is a little bit more maroony. I didn't mix the colors exactly the same. Oh well, we'll just go with it. We might change it anyway when we get to the oil painting part. I just want it to be smooth, basically. As long as it's smooth, we can deal with it. But if it's... Oh, and here's another thing too, I forgot. It's like when you're applying paint like this, I always find it's better to drag towards yourself. I don't know why. Seems to work better. You can kind of tell when there's not enough paint, it feels kind of like dry, but when there's enough paint, it's nice and slick for your paintbrush, and that's perfect for blending with acrylics. Okay. And let's just do a quick blend. Nice and smooth everywhere. You can see it going back and forth, but we're leaving streaks, but that's okay. We'll come back and blend it just a little bit better. Okay. That's too light. That's too light. I don't know, maybe it'll work. Okay. I'll go back up to the top. Add some more black. Okay. It's kind of an interesting plum color. And right at the very top, I'm going to add just some pure black. And we're going to blend it. Actually, I should try to apply the okay. All right. Oh, my paper towels are missing. Where did I put my tape? Ah. So I tried to clean off my brush so I wouldn't get any black on there. All right. It's drying out again. Okay. I'm not sure about this. Okay. It's important to look at it from different angles too, because like I can see lots of different streaks from one angle, but not necessarily from another. So I have to make sure that I'm working out these streaks as best as I can. You really don't want to have like these noisy streaks running through our painting. Work these out. Blend them, I mean. Okay. I'm just putting on. Whoa. This is going to help me blend a little bit more. Okay. Ah, it's dirty. I might have to wash my brush out again. Okay. Okay. And next time I should probably use a Tupperware with this as well. All right. I think that this is looking pretty good, you guys. This is looking nice and gradient-like. There's nothing, mistakes are not too horrible, and we can just come in and paint over top of this with our oil paints easily. And fix up and patch up anything that we didn't get perfect the first time. Yeah, the main subject matter is Captain Moroni, not necessarily the background. Although the background will look nice. This what this is. This is not going to be there though. Just want to make a nice, smooth surface for us to paint on. We don't want to have any bumps that are like super uneven. You know, it has to be pretty consistent all around. Maybe we can add some stars at the very end as well. That's fun. I like to paint night scenes quite a lot. It's pretty surreal. All right. I think we're going to close up for tonight, you guys. All right. Let's switch over here. Okay. There, things are looking pretty nice on the camera too. I don't know if you can see that very well. As usual, it's just kind of bright. But yeah, we can see the gradient is nice and gradienty. Maybe see it better from this camera, oddly enough. Yeah, interesting. All right, how is everybody? Let's see. I kind of missed a lot of your comments, so I apologize on that. Okay, it sounds like Eva's okay. That's good. All right, Dustwave is going to try to get the song finished up for tomorrow. Thank you, Dustwave. I really appreciate that. That's really exciting, and I'm looking forward to that a lot. All right. Well, you guys take care for this evening, okay? And don't fall or anything. Hope you're all doing well out there and nobody's getting hurt. Hi, Nancy. I didn't see you there in the chat. All right. Well, you guys have a good evening. All right. We'll talk to you next time. Tomorrow's Friday, so we won't have a live stream tomorrow, but we will. I'll try to get started on Monday again. It might be a late live stream because I do have an appointment on Friday evening. We'll see if I can get back in time for what we're going to be doing. But yeah, we'll see what happens. And I hope you guys have a great 4th of July as well. I forgot it's the 4th of July tomorrow. All right. Well, we'll see you next time. Hopefully Monday evening. All right. Bye.